Guild Saga Vanished Worlds is a 2D tactical RPG coming to early access that is inspired by games like Divinity or Original Sin. Basically, you start off as a new member of this heroes guild, and during our first mission our ship gets wrecked on, once again, a mysterious island. Apparently there is some ancient evil force that is waking up and causing trouble, and that's about everything I'm gonna say. For the sake of spoilers, the game uses pixel art graphics, but it's trying to do a lot of what those bigger 3D RPGs do. You create your own character and there's no strict class system. You just put points into different skill schools and then build your character however you want. If you want to make a pyromancer, for instance, then putting points mainly into pyromancer and geomancer is likely a good idea, since these usually harmonize and complement each other well. In total, there are 100 skills across 10 disciplines. You'll pick up companions along the way as well, who you can also freely customize. NPCs aside from your companions exist, of course, not just in the form of quest givers, but also for trading. The combat is turn-based and uses the system where enemies have both physical and magical armor. This is also how it works in Divinity 2. You have to break through any of these two types of armor before you can actually hurt them or apply status effects. Each turn you get movement points and action points. More powerful action costs more action points, of course. There are environmental effects as well, like wet statuses, which for example could interact with lightning attacks. Outside of fighting, you can explore, talk to NPCs and even animals, gather resources like herbs, mushrooms and copper, and craft items like potions. And you can also find treasure maps. Similar to other games in this genre, your choices matter and exploration is rewarded. What is worth noting here is that the game world is not completely seamless, but certain areas are separated by loading screens. For example, if you leave your camp, you choose a destination and fast travel there, as your camp is a small instance location. With the game being in early access, that means for now only the first chapter of the story is included. There are supposed to be 3 chapters later down the road, with a second major island being added for the full release. Stuff like more skills, new areas and NPCs, as well as enemies and various side quests will also be added over time. This early access title is pretty limited, so it is probably best to buy it only if you find that what you're getting is more like the first impressions and pretty far from being completed. And that sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.